Hey, 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 it's 2017. I just want to say hey to all my go getters, my visionaries, my movers, my makers, my shakers. I'm just so glad that you guys decided to come on with me on this journey for 2017. 2017 is our year. 2017 is the year of new things. Completing those things, you get to go into something new. And first things first, we're going to talk about investing in ourselves. You can't go anywhere new. You can't have anything new if you don't make some type of investment or if you don't put something in. If you're looking for some type of withdraw, get some interest or something, you have to put something in. It's like going to the bank. You can't assume that you have money in your bank account when you have not put anything in. So, how can you assume that you're going to be great if you haven't even invested in yourself and you have not poured into yourself to let you know that you're going to be great? So, that's what I'm here today talking about being great. We're going to talk about self confidence. We're going to talk about how do you get to the next level? And one way to even start to get to the next level or to see how to get there is you have to organize your thoughts. You have to put everything, you have to get your journal, you need to write your vision, you need to make it plain. I know you hear everybody saying it now. Oh, I got my journal. We're going to start planning. It is serious. You know, you see people out here doing these planners and telling you that you have to create a schedule. It's serious. If you want to go to the next level, you have to have everything mapped out. You just can't be all everywhere. That means you're doing this, you're doing that, you're all over the place, and then you really don't know if you have reached your goal or completed some of the things that was part of your plan that you had written down from the start. So get your journal. Decide how you're going to set up your schedule. And this is where the investment comes in. Everybody has a family, everybody is working, or either they're out looking for employment. People have family functions. You are in a ministry at your church. You can be in different organizations, and you have divided your time up so much to the point that you don't even have time for yourself. And this is where the investment in yourself is going to be at, because it's up to you to prioritize. Again, keyword prioritize what's most important to you. Family is always first. God is always above that. If you keep God first and then you bring your family in second, then everything else is going to be taken care of. So God tells us to not only love him, but also make sure that our family is okay. But then God has given us so many promises and talk about the abundance that he has given us on this earth until we meet him at the heavenly home, that there's no way that anybody should be willing to pass up the opportunity to be great. God has promised us wealth. He has promised us abundance. He has promised us to be a shelter in our time of need. So why should it be anything that he has already promised us not be happening in our lives? It's up to us to go get what God has already promised us. Oh, I'm waiting on God. Yeah, me too. But guess what? While I'm waiting on God, I'm going to put into action some of those things that he's already promised me. Because what I'm waiting on God to do for me is give me the next word until where my next vision will come from, my next dream will come from, where he's going to be able to allow me to create a path to another path. So again, you have to invest in yourself. You also need to have short and long-term goals. Something that is attainable where you don't get discouraged, something that will allow you to know that you are progressing. You don't want to make your goals so big that you can't accomplish them. Anything that's big, you want to dream big. You want to go big or you want to go home. But the thing is, while you're going big, those steps that you're taking to get to that bigger place are your short-term goals. So it could be this week, I'm going to write a plan. I'm going to dedicate 2 hours a night to research my business, to go out and meet new contacts, to go out and it might be if you're crafting, if you're creating something, it might be I'm going to dedicate time to go out and look for new fabrics. I'm going to research, see what's trending, what's not trending, but you have to have a plan. Now, even though this is your plan, this is your vision, and this is your dream, God's word also tell us that where two, three are gathered in his name, that there will be greatness. So which means that God didn't promise you all this abundance for you to keep it to yourself. So therefore, once you invest in yourself, you also have to be willing to invest in other people or allow other people to invest in you, to pour into you, so that when you do become big and this dream gets bigger and bigger and bigger and your purpose and your destiny is growing, that means that you're going to need a team because you can't do everything on your own. If we could do it on our own, we wouldn't be praying. We wouldn't be thanking God. We wouldn't be trying to make sure our family is okay because we're being there for someone else. So that lets you know you're not supposed to do it on your own. But if your team does not have your back and does not have your best interest, then some way you're going to have to keep pushing until you find that dream team. There is a dream team for you, and it might not be family. It might not be old friends, people you went to school with. It could be a perfect stranger that you meet up with that gives you the networking opportunity where that you can market your vision, your purpose, and your plan, and you guys can build and help one another. Make sure whatever it is that you're doing, it is your passion. It's something that you feel strongly about, something that you don't mind putting the time in, because that's where it's going to take place at. If it's not your passion and it's somebody else's passion, then you will not be successful. You might make a little bit, you might earn a little money, but the joy and the happiness of something that's yours, that's your passion, that you invested your time in, and then you got profit from it, that's when the light bulb comes on. That's when the smile comes across your face and say it was all worth it. So remember, you need to invest in yourself. You need to write down your vision, make it plain. You need to put yourself on a schedule. You need to be in the process of building your dream team, because when your vision takes off, you're going to need that extra help. And nothing is better than having other people that believe in what you believe in. Your dream team. Networking. You have to network. If that's one of your biggest fears is to deal with other people and talk to other people, then that might be something that you need to work on from the beginning. You have to be able to put yourself somewhere, and even when you're uncomfortable, you have to be able to make yourself comfortable. Face your fears. Even though it seems like, oh, well, what happened if I fail? You get up and you do it again. Well, somebody already doing that. That's my idea. Well, if that was your idea and God gave it to you already, you continue on with your idea, because what's for you is for you. You know how many people out here doing things that they saw somebody else do, but it was something in their heart, and maybe they procrastinated and that other person just jumped out and they seem to be successful, and you see them and you don't feel like there's not any room for you. If there was no room for you, God would have took that vision out of your heart. God would have told you that's not for you. If he has not told you that yet and it's still in your spirit and you still have ideas that's birthing in you day in, day out, you can't sleep on an idea that you see somebody else doing that you felt it was your idea too, that means that that is for you. Because what God has promised you is going to come to pass. So it don't matter if they're successful, because you can do it and be successful too. Now, I'm not saying go out there and Pick up something that you see somebody else doing. I mean, genuinely, if it's your idea, this is your passion, this is what you feel like God has led you to do to get to your divine purpose, then by all means do it. But if it's not, then don't do it because it's not for you. You do what God has laid on you, and you'll know what it is when the time comes. I walked around for so long. I know my purpose is bigger than this. I know I'm supposed to be greater than this, but I had no idea what it was that I was supposed to be doing. I'm gifted, I'm talented in so many areas, and my ideas go from one place to the next place. But then I had a spirit of procrastination, I had a lack of focus. So the things that I'm telling you is not that I'm telling you because I want to get up here like everybody else and go live. I'm sharing my story. And if it only affects one person, if one person gets it and get to the next level, then I'll feel accomplished and I'll feel like my job has been done. I'm here to empower, uplift, motivate, help anyone who needs a helping hand. But lastly, and most importantly, I'm here to serve God and do what He told me to do. And He told me that there were people that was going to need to hear my story, that was going to need to know what they needed to do, that was going to need to know that the risks that we take in life and the relationships that we deal in, at the end of the day, it's going to always come back to Him, because without Him, you have no restoration. I'm here to teach you to be a risk manager over your own life. Don't go to work and let somebody tell you about how you should keep their stuff, what we should do to manage other people's businesses, what you should do to manage other people's responsibility and their hopes and their dreams. Be your own risk manager. Put your own plan into action. Be your own visionary. Be who it is that God has called you to be. But at the end of the day, you're going to be a risk manager for yourself. While you're creating that path to another path, you're going to invest in yourself. You're going to believe in yourself. You're going to motivate yourself. You're going to empower yourself. And through it all, you're going to stay prayed up. And once you finish praying, and once God gives you that word in your ear, and you have to listen, because the word might be so faint and so light because you have so many other things blocking you. You have to listen. You have to sit down. You have to be still and you have to listen. And once you get that word, you're going to take off running. You're going to feel like you got your sneakers on and you're going to run like you've never run before. And then you're going to jump. And when you jump, you're going to jump so high and so long that by the time you land, you're going to already be in your purpose. Your destiny is already going to be laid out for you. You're going to be there and you're going to be doing exactly what it is that you're supposed to be doing, and you're going to feel fulfilled. You're going to know what it is to live life and live life on purpose. But before all of that takes place, you're going to need to do the things that I just talked about. Create yourself a schedule. It's serious. Right now I'm talking about it, and guess what? I have a planner right here that I write in, that I put down everything that I need to do and set myself on the schedule. I know it seemed kind of childish, and you like, oh, I ain't had a schedule since I was in high school that told me what I need to do every hour on the hour. But guess what? Some of us need that. That's the way to get back on track, especially if you feel like you're all over the place. Once you have your schedule together and you're ready to invest in yourself, Your plans and your future will be a lot clearer to you. You will be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You will be closer, one step closer to every dream and desire that you have ever had. Believe in yourself, encourage yourself, stay positive, speak life. Anything that's around you that's negative, let it go. Whether it be a person, whether it be a thought, whether it be a word. If it's negative, let it go. You will not prosper in a negative environment. And I know it may be hard. And sometimes it's going to be a relationship that you're going to have to decide whether or not if you feel like it's going to be a breakthrough or a breakup. And it's going to be hard. But I'm not going to get too much into that because I have another segment in a series I'm going to talk about when we're going to go into relationships and whether or not if you need to break up or either you're going to have a breakthrough with that. But the first thing we need to do is get ourselves in order. Know that without God, nothing is possible. But with God, all things are possible. All things are possible. You guys be blessed. Stay positive. If anybody gets discouraged and need an encouraging word, please inbox me, email me, whatever you have to do. I am a letter writer. I am a maintainer. I do everything I can do to help others. So if you do need that encouraging word, or like I said, you just feel like you want to bounce some ideas off of me, I'm here. Please know I'm here. This is my purpose. My purpose is to serve others. And with that, I'll be blessed. So have a good day. Keep your eye on the prize. And always remember to invest in yourself.